The Gnostics taught you reap what you sow, and that you got to free yourself of negative karma in order to ascend out of the earth. Why you think Jesus didn't do no wrong? Because Jesus knew he couldn't ascend up to heaven if he weighed himself down with evil actions. And Jesus came to teach you how to leave the earth by being good. The only way out of this world is to get this world up out of you. That's right. The only way out of this world is getting the world out of you. That's why the Bible said, be in the world, not of it. Jesus was in the world, but he wasn't of the world. The church killed the real Christ, and they giving y'all the Antichrist now. The real Christ was the Christ that set the example of how to live as a righteous person. The fake Christ that they gave you after that was this Christ that said you can do whatever you want to do, and he paid the price for it. That's Satanism. Go look it up. I ain't even lying to you. Satanists teach that they can wash their evil away through blood sacrifice. And they be sacrificing chickens, goats, and even humans and babies. You know why Satanists do human sacrifice? To remove their evil? Because Satanists know that the law of karma is real. Even people that worship the devil know that the law of karma is real. They tricking you like it ain't real. The Bible said every man gonna reap what he sowed. Before the Antichrist, they literally worship the devil, man. And that's why Moses had a snake on that cross. Because before Christ, it was Satanism. And if you go research Satanism, that's the foundation of it. That you can be as evil as you want to be, and you can cheat universal law of karma with human sacrifice, blood sacrifice. A lot of people say these celebrities be killing babies for adrenochrome. That ain't why they doing it, bro. Go research the history of Satanism. These people thought that you can cheat karma. That's what the Pharaoh was trying to do. The Pharaoh was trying to cheat death. And to cheat death, you got to cheat karma. Death ain't nothing but cycles of your reincarnation from karma. And the Pharaoh didn't want to reincarnate. He didn't want to be born again because he did wrong. The Pharaoh wanted to just erase his sins and keep living on earth forever. And that's what Jesus represent. Jesus represent the coming of an earthly kingdom. That's Zionism. That's why we fighting all of these wars around the world, because y'all not following the true Christ. Y'all following the Antichrist straight to World War III and a Zionist Jewish state with a dictatorship under the New World Order. This is facts. And you swear you following the true Christ. You swear the true Christ didn't teach forgiveness. That's something they wrote in there and fooled y'all. The true Christ only came here to show you how to live. Which is why I say if you ain't Christ-like, you going to hell. That's why the Bible said Christians are going to hell. They don't care that you calling yourself a Christian. The true God of Creator don't care what you call yourself. It cares how you behave. The true creator of this universe has always looked over the earth and said that the only people coming up here to heaven are those with their heart right. Not those that's saying, hey man, Christ forgave me for my sin. That's the lie. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The moment I started realizing karma is real, I cleaned my act up, buddy. When I was a young man in the church, I was breaking a lot of women's heart. I broke a lot of women's heart. I was a playboy. I would fool these women like I'm so in love and romantic, and when I get what I want, I'm on to the next one. I broke a lot of women's hearts. And you know what allowed me to sleep at night? I said, well, Christ forgave me. I didn't really care about the fact that I hurt them women. I was able to keep living my life, and I didn't care about it because I said, well, I asked Christ for forgiveness. Christ forgave me. So, hey, I'm over it. I'm over it, right? The moment I realized ain't no forgiveness. Every woman I hurt, somebody gonna hurt my daughter in the future. Somebody gonna do it to my seed. When I realized that my wrong actions were gonna come back to me or my family, I started cleaning my ways up. I started cleaning my ways up when I realized whatever I dish out in the universe gonna come right back to me, and it's gonna come back more than what I put out. That's what the Bible teach. The church teach forgiveness, and that's why y'all going to hell. Ain't no forgiveness. Can't nobody die for you, man. Can't nobody go to the God of the universe and say, hey, I'm paying the price for Sanchez evil. That ain't how the universe work. It's every man for theyself. Somebody lying to y'all because they want you to go to hell. Bro, they lied to you about the nature of God. God is not a forgiving God. That's what the church telling you. The true God of this universe got a system where everybody did wrong, you gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for it, not nobody else. And you know what? Evil people don't like that system. Evil people don't like that. Evil people like the idea that they can do wrong and somebody else pay for it, y'all. Most of you Christians going to hell just like the Bible say because you think that Sanchez don't know what he talking about. You think you know everything, but you got to look around and say, why is it so many people that believe what I believe? Because you taking the broad path. And the broad path is the path that says you can do what you want and be forgiven. That's easy to do. You know how hard it is to discipline yourself and be Christ-like and wrestle with your flesh and struggle with Christ? Ain't no Christian struggling no more with Christ. They ain't wrestling their flesh. They doing whatever they want to do and just asking for forgiveness. And that's why you're going to go to hell, because forgiveness is not nothing that is of God. That's some new age crap. The original people that wrote that Bible, they said you can't leave this earth until you work on yourself, wrestle with your flesh, and become a better person. The church came along and told y'all you can still go to heaven being a piece of shit, long as you ask Christ for forgiveness. And now everybody is evil. And just look at the world today. Look at the world. Don't you know we once had a utopia on the earth when we knew that the law, what is the law? Because this is what y'all got to realize. When they say that early Christians followed the law, why are they only talking about something singular? Think about what I'm telling you. The law. They don't say early Christians followed the 10 Commandments. They don't say early Christians followed the laws, plural. They said early Christians followed the law. You know why? There was one rule on the earth. They call it the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If everybody followed that rule right now, you wouldn't even need to follow no other rules at all. It'll be heaven.